My God, I spoil you lot. I spent more, well, I didn't spend more money. I spent this quite a while ago, but I received some Slingmail today. So no frames in here, but let's go down and take a look what I've got. So I've got my trusty Kershaw knife. I just love the click. So I'm wondering if anyone already recognises some of this. No, I'm not saying you can read the writing, but this does have on the tape, there, you can see precise. So you might be able to guess some of the things that are in here. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll be a surprise. But let's take a look at this and see, oh no, nice. I share this time with you. You're actually getting to see it as I open it. I give. Right, let's get this. And it didn't come like this, just in case anyone was wondering. It did come in a very well secured package. In fact, it was so well wrapped up, I couldn't even get like any labels off. So that's why I cut that off first, because I don't want people seeing my address. So let's open this up. Right, so first of all, we've got some cardboard. Fun. This is, they must have thrown this in as like a little free gift thing, because I did not order that. I did order this stuff, the rest of the stuff, but I didn't order this. So let me just show. Let's tip this out. Right, so there you see there's the precise thing on the bag. Let's drop these down. Right, so we've got one of these little pull tools. That will come in handy, actually. I've got one already. I got that with my Wasp Apex Plus. Yeah, it's just for time band. So like when you're wrapping around, you threadle it through and you can just pull it through. So up until now, I've struggled with my fingers because I have very big hands. So like doing the wrap and tuck, that's why I kind of avoid wrap and tuck, because it's big fingers. It makes it really, honestly, it makes it really difficult. So these things, I was using a paper clip before, but that's just not tough enough and it bends easily. So these things are actually really good. So I really appreciate that. If anyone from Precise is watching, I really appreciate the little gift things. And it looks like they've sent me the same sort of little kit twice. So I won't open that bag. I'm going to keep everything nice and neat, and I'm going to put things back in the bag, because if you saw my other videos, I'm that sort of person where I put something down and within about 800ths of a second I've forgotten where I put it. So I'm going to put everything back in the bag as we take a look. So sent me some pouches. I have so many pouches now. This was one of the questions. I can't remember whose live it was. And I said, when do you retire a pouch? Because like they just seem to last forever. But anyway, that's that. So I've got, I don't even know what these are. I would actually like it if someone told me. So it's rubber, like a little rubber grommet. There's no Wallace though. Where's Wallace? It's just like a little washer grommet thing made of rubber. I'm not actually sure what that is. So there's two of those in this pack, and then just some, I don't know if this would be elasticated or just sticky or tacky. Oh yeah, that's like a little bit tacky and stretchy. And they must know me. I have a thing for pink, because if you didn't notice when I've done like the headset, like I don't know why, I like pink. So they gave me like the little pink string tape for tying it on. In the other bag, and this is really weird because there's two colours that I love. One is pink, as you're noticing from the headset, and if you're looking at the top of your screen now at the beard, you will see the other colour I love is purple, and it looks like they've given me purple. I mean, that's showing up as blue. one day they're going to actually release a camera or camera software that reflects the actual colours that are showing. Right, so it is kind of bluish, but like there's a lot of purple tint to it. It's a lot of purplyish, slightly purplyish colour to it, but it is blue. I'd say it's blue, but yeah. And they've given me the same, like these two little rubber grommet things, and another little pull tool. So I really appreciate that. It's stuff like that that makes me, when like I buy stuff from a company and they just do those little, even like little stickers, anything like that. Even if you're not going to use them, it just feels good because it's like, oh, they've thrown in an extra couple of little things. Like, as I would, if I was running a business and it was good business, I'd be like, oh yeah, throw in like a couple of stickers and I don't know, a bandana or something, just like these odd little things. So it's actually made me quite happy. I don't know, I know it's silly, it's just like a couple of little bags of things, but I'm actually smiling. It actually makes me feel good that I got those. So, what we've got here is 0.55 because I bought their 0.45 and I haven't cut any bands with it yet. But I'm new and I know like everyone's probably been through this already, but I'm trying out different. There, face up here. Look up here. The face is up here. um, So I'm trying out different elastics, latex, stuff like that, just to see, okay, what works for me. So if anyone's finding this channel and they're just starting out, one of the things I learned as I go along is there's no answer for you. Every question, nearly every question you've got, it's going to be, well, what works for you? Like there's the old TTF or OTT, which is better. It's like, what feels better for you? Just to answer that question, I know I'm going on a little bit of a ramble here, but well, this is what I do. Uh, there was someone, and I can't remember who it was. Please feel free to comment and say that was me that said that in my video because I can't remember who it was. So I'm just outright saying this wasn't my idea. But when I had a friend come over and his daughter, and she wanted to try the slingshot, so I explained the three main ways of holding it, and hammer, pinch, and thumb brace. And then I just gave her the body of a slingshot, and just like immediately she grabbed it as I think it was a pinch she went for. And I said, okay, well that's obviously natural to you. That's the way you're holding it. And she went and gangster. So I don't hear anyone call it gangster anymore. Like no one seems to use that term. Like has that died off? But anyway, let's see how I ramble on. But yeah, someone hit me. Say, shut up. Get on with it. Uh, so I'm trying out the different latexes. Oh, and that's what I was going to say. Someone on their channel, they would just like give someone a frame and how they grasp it and hold it. That's just their natural instinct to do that. So that's what I would say. Just go with whatever your instinct is. But I'm trying out. I like to try different things. I got the point. I'd have to look. I think it's 0.4 that I have, and it is this turquoisey color. And I got it. It's just like, okay, well, I want to just try some different things. I didn't want bands that were too heavy. But this, oh, this one, so it's not actually the turquoise color, but it's this orangey tan. I'm not sure what color I would call that. It's somewhere between salmon. That's the word I was looking for. It's basically salmon, that color. But yeah, that's thicker already. I can feel it like in my hands. It's thicker. But one of these, and we'll have to have a look at the other one. Let's open it all up. Right, so this, when I bought it, it said it was pink. So, again, the pink, oh, it's like, oh, I've got to try the pink. But what these were written down on the Precise website for are resistant to cold. And I would have to go back and check, but I believe it was minus 20 Celsius. Now, I live in Canada. Who better to test latex that's meant to be cold resistant than someone in Canada. One of the first things for ATO, one of the first questions I asked when I started watching, well, I watched these videos for a while, but started commenting was, how do you deal with like the elastics in the cold? Because obviously he's in Montreal, so he's in Canada. He understands what cold actually means. So I was like, well, what do you do? And he said, get the thicker ones, and that's why I went with 0.55, just to see. Also, just wanted to see, okay, how do these react in the cold? So I'll cut up some bands. What I want to do is use some now while we're in the summer, see if I can get some sort of measurement. I do have a chronograph on order, like that's coming hopefully within the next week. So I want to see how well they react in summer versus autumn and winter, because autumn, where I am, Calgary, the weather is just nuts. Like historically, we've had snow in July, so it's just crazy here. So I'm going to put that to the side, but I'm going to make a few band sets with this. That will be later on. This one is, and this one is the turquoise that they've started doing. Anyone looking at the precise bands, I think they said, oh, it's, I don't know how new it is, but they said it's fairly new. So to me, it's more of a greenish color because it's wrapped, so rolled over each other, it looks green to me. But yeah, look, if I hold, actually no, that is quite turquoise when you put it near the box. So there's a thought. So this is a 0.7. I want to try something like really tough. Again, that is meant to be like the cold thing. But right, let's try. Camera going opposite. Yeah, see, that looks orange to me. That's not pink, that's orange. But we'll see. But then you can't, even this, like this headset is like really pink, but it looks like kind of a little bit pale pink, a little bit anemic, needs to eat a steak kind of pink. Right, so that was those. And the reason I haven't cut many bands properly for myself yet is because I bought one of those. I bought one of those rulers off of, it might have been AliExpress, I think. And it's the one where you undo the bolts and you sort of, it's like that, and you sort of pull one side out. It's downstairs. I'll show it in another video, but you probably know the one I mean. You sort of pull it out at your angle that you want. And all of the roller cutters that you get here are 45 mil. And so I went to do it a couple of weeks ago. I had my mat down, coffee ready, everything. I was up early on a Sunday. ATO was on. I put my mat down, put the ruler down, and it didn't even make contact. It was like about half a mil, maybe 1 mil, like clear, like it wasn't even going anywhere near. So the lip edge that they put on that is so high I can't cut it. So it's like, well, I've got to find like something a bigger roller cutter. And I'm looking around, it's like $45 for another one. It's like, okay, I give up. For the money, I'm just gonna just look, and I'm just gonna get one of these. So I got two. I thought I'd get one, so I got two. That's how I roll. Right, so these are the precise ones, and what I got. Now I measured out to about I'd have to look up. I think it was about 170 or 180 mil. So this is a template for 230, 25, 15. So just in case, I'm not like enlightening anyone here, but just in case, mine is the first video you happen to ever come across. So what these numbers mean, 230, so 230 would be the length here, the longest cut you could have. 2515 means it's going to be 25 at the thick end, and the taper will come down to 15 mil. So there's your brief introduction. So there's my template there. It looks pretty good. I'm not going to like bend all as if it breaks because I need it. Yeah, that seems actually pretty good. So that's one, and the other one I got pretty much the same thing. That's interesting. So the logo print, look at the logo print on there, and then it's kind of like carried on there. So like it's However, it overlaps. So they must have like one big sheet of plastic and they just cut these out. Be interesting to know how they make them. But anyway, so that was a 230 25 to 15 taper. This is again 230, so you can tell because the width is roughly the same. But this is a 2012. Apparently 2012 is fairly common. Yeah, I figured I'd start off with just 2 of these templates just to begin with. And what I'm going to do is, I'm not likely to lose these, but I'm likely to forget that those are templates in there and go, oh, just chuck this to the side like I do all packaging, just throwing it. So yeah, I want to keep these safe. I'll have to figure out somewhere safe. I've got like all the drawers in the basement. But basically that's my Slingmail for today. So 2 sets of different style bands. I'll be cutting those later. But honestly, this has really made me smile. They made my day. So that's it for now. There is lots of stuff coming, and there's lots of stuff that arrived yesterday that I haven't shown you yet because I've got plans for some fun videos. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. And we made it through this one without saying fuck.